Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your reading today. These readings are really designed to give you the insight into the energy surrounding your journey right now, whether it's in love and career or personal growth. Remember that the cards don't predict the future, they mirror the energy that you're carrying so that you can align and choose a path that's right for you. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest and trust your own intuition above all else. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in, but before I do, I'm going to do a little saging just to clear out the cards and clear out the energy. So take a deep breath and relax so you can get a clear reading for you. Let's see. All right, so we are smoking. All right. Now, these energies, these readings are timeless. My beautiful Pisces, these readings are timeless. So, whenever you caught this reading, that's exactly when it's meant for you. I feel that you're carrying a lot, like most of us, right? Right now, things seem really, really heavy, and that's okay. So, we're going to work through these energies, see what shows up in your reading. I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then I'm going to cleanse the deck and see what comes out first. All right, my beautiful Pisces. Listen, you're carrying a lot, and it does. Oh, wow. You have the World card that just came out for you. There is some endings and some brand new beginnings. You may be traveling, but this is what's at the heart of the matter right now. Listen, you have spent, this is not judgment, first of all. You have spent your life checking in with others to make sure that you're making the right choices. The check-in should have always been inside of you. It's always inside of you. It's yes, we have mentors, we have coaches, but at the end of the day, your growth is dependent on your intentions and not other people's ideas of how you should get there. It'll unfold for you if you allow it to. And that's what we have as the World card. That's what's at the heart of the matter. You're going through it. You're letting things go and you're creating something different, something new. The challenge in doing that, though, is a chariot. You want it done yesterday. The chariot moves really fast towards success, but you're finding it very difficult to move really quickly. And if you're depending on other people to tell you what to do or getting advice from other people, this is a time to take a bit of a pause and just, you can't quiet your mind, but you can tell your mind what to do. You can tell it that you don't want those visuals anymore and that you make peace with those visuals that are coming through in your mind when it plays that recorder, and create a different story because you're starting something new. And if you don't process and really kind of look at things from a different perspective, you'll continue to make the same choices that you've made in the past. And why do I say that? Because we have the Knight of Wands. At the basis of the situation, the Knight of Wands is very passionate and goes after what he wants. But when he doesn't get the results that he is intending with all of that energy, he retreats. So there is, at the basis of the situation, there is some vacillation. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right places? Because I'm giving out all this energy, but I'm not getting anything back. And that can be in business, right? That can be in your organization, wherever you work, or if you own your company, your own business. But that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling that there's a new beginning happening here for you. You want it like yesterday, but you're running the program through this with the same patterns, and it's wearing you out. Now, here we have the Lover's card. In the past, you were looking at doing, making choices, right? To go on this journey, right? You're making some choices about it. And because things haven't panned out the way that you have wanted them to, or thought that they would pan out for you, you retreated. Okay. You went into, an old cycle. You went into a comfort zone. And what we have here in the position of what's crowning you is Empress energy, right? This is such a beautiful card, too, right? This is old and wise thinking. But this is also not just old and wise, right? Because the owls are very, very smart. This is also about allowing. Like the Empress in the regular Rider-Waite tarot, she's not executing. She's already executed. Now she's waiting for what's coming in. It's not up to her, right? She doesn't drive that because she understands universal law or natural laws. She understands that whatever she pushes out, a measure of it's going to come back in. And it's not up to her how she gets it in, right? It's not by her pushing or her striving. It's by perfect timing. It's by synchronicity and by a transmutation of energy from fear to love. She trusts and she knows so well that the universe is always on her side, that she doesn't have to worry about how it's going to happen. That is the Empress. She knows it's going to happen. She doesn't know how it's going to happen. It's not up to her how it's going to happen, but it happens. And it's that intuitive knowing that's crowning your situation. And, interesting that I said early on, this is not the time for you to be looking at your mentors. You can if you want to. You don't have to necessarily take their advice unless it resonates with the way that you want to come through. Now, the Hanged Man is in the position of your near future. There is a waiting period, right? So if we want to stay in balance, it's a three-part process. And it's easy, but just remember that there's a process. You take action. Take action. Don't worry about the outcome is going to be. Go into it in a non-judgment way. Take the action. Rest. Give yourself plenty of rest, right? And reflect. Reflect on the choices that you made so that you know where to take action again. That is the process of balancing your energy. Take action, rest, and reflect. And, so this is a time with the Hangman here. This is a time of reflection. This is the near future. This is not the time for you to be taking action. This is not the time for you to do anything other than rest and reflect. So you know where to take action next. The information's going to come through. You just have to be aligned with yourself in peace. And when the story comes up that I need to have it and I need to have it now comes up for you, says, remind yourself that when you've been in these positions before, it's always come through for you. So it will come through for you again. You just have to trust yourself, your inner knowing. And when you feel right, divinely inspired, that's when you take action again. Okay. With that little thing said, that little dialogue or monologue, in the position of what you cannot see is the Page of Cups. This is really a cute card, right? And I could read this so many ways. And the feeling that I'm feeling with this is like he has two little rockets. That's what they look like. I don't know if you remember, they remind me of those popsicle rockets. I don't know, when we were kids, when the ice cream truck would come around, they were different colors. That's what it reminds me of. But it reminds me of like a little rocket ready to take off, which is really cute because this is, as the Page of Cups, Normally I would breathe this in a different way, but what I'm feeling here is that you're going through a preparation period of to move yourself to the next level. And the feeling that I feel here is like the next level is the Page of Pentacles, right? Or yeah, or even the King of Pentacles. That stability, like that rocket is getting ready to take off for you to get to the next level. But in the meantime, be in nature, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, enjoy music, enjoy anything that brings you peace, joy, and happiness, or what I call peace, ease, and flow. As I'm reading this spread, I can, I feel some of you are carrying heavy patterns over time, money, ease, and freedom. Or it could even be love. Now, these are the exact areas I help my clients shift in real time. And I want you to have the tools to start the journey, that you're on. So, with that said, I've created a free gift for you. It's located in the description box below. It's called the Freedom Code. And inside, you're going to find simple but really powerful exercises to release blocks and to open the door to more time, money, love, peace, ease, freedom in your life. It's really my way of giving you something that is tangible and practical to work with beyond this reading. And if you feel inclined, you can also join on October 22nd. I'm going to be doing a live walkthrough. So I'd be more than thrilled to be there live with you and to go over this information with you. But download it now so you can have access to it immediately. Why do I say that? Because your life is in a not a holding pattern, but it is somewhat. But I feel that it's because you're wanting to push and push. You're striving, and you don't need to strive anymore. What you need is more peace, ease, and flow. So, in the position of what you cannot see that's coming towards you, is the Emperor. This, if you don't put like this energy in check, right? If you don't check yourself with this new journey that you're embarking on, that's been really challenging to get started. If you don't allow yourself to take a step back and breathe and really fall into a place of peace with this Emperor here, you will go into fear. Okay. I don't like to say stuff like that, but this is true. Why do I say that? Because the Emperor is about my way or the highway, and this could be about you creating boundaries and not letting other people overstep them. And that's going from one, and I feel that going from one extreme to another, where you have been very passive about boundaries. Now you're really enforcing those boundaries, and it is out of fear. So with that card in your near future, if you do feel that people are overstepping your boundaries and you want it to stop, really kind of, give yourself this time to rest and reflect so you know how to take action versus, because boundaries are not to keep you separate from others. Okay. Because even the hangman is still in nature. He's still around, right? He's not like the hermit and hiding, but boundaries are really there to keep you aligned with your peace and your truth. So in the position of what you can not, or excuse me, your hopes and your fears is the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict, and it could be in your home, it could be in work, it could be, family, friends, it could be anything, right? Because that's the hope and the fear. The fear is that everyone that you have invited to give you trusted insights or coaching, whatever it is, right? There's conflict in the perspectives that you're getting. And there's conflicts because it's not coming from within you, which is what this reading is asking you to do. Again, to not kind of, I don't want to use that word anymore, but to begin to reduce some of the noise in your mind, please download the Freedom Code. It really is my free gift. It's free. And these exercises are going to allow you to see how you're thinking about things so that you can begin to that shift and that change. And it is a process that you can do anytime. You can do it in any area of your life, and it doesn't matter. It works. Okay. So please take action. If nothing else, take action and download it now. In the position of in the position of the outcome is a Three of Swords. And this is discouragement. This card indicates, a heartbreak and discouragement. And I'm sorry to bring that to you, but that's how I feel. I think there's been a time of inviting so many people into your world to give you advice or to listen how they should be or how you should be doing things that you haven't listened to yourself enough. And it is heartbreaking because it's led you to a place of fear versus love. It could be again, right? It could be in business, it could be in your personal life, it could be in really any area of your life. But I'm you're wanting this journey. It's just this journey doesn't need to be repeated. You have enough wisdom and understanding of what got you where you're at right now, right? And you're wanting to go further, but what's stopping you is the process of how you've been there, how you've gotten there, and now it's calling for a new process. And that process really depends on your own personal sovereignty, on your inner knowing, your inner truth. So thank you so much for being with me here today. If today's reading resonated with you, please just stop here, take action, download the free Freedom Code deliverables, and start experiencing the shift for yourself. You'll find the link below in the description box. And once you get the Freedom Code, there will be an invitation for you to join me October 22nd to go through it live, but start this now. All right, my beautiful Pisces, I love you, and I will see you on the other side.